there. So are you interested in taking multimedia publishing and web design? Well, come on in. Let me show you what we do here. One of the 4 classes that I offer is web design. In web design, we do exactly what it says, design websites. If you'll look right here on the screen, you see a really basic, boring website. That website is just a white page, a picture that won't load, and one sentence, actually 2 sentences. If you click right here, you see all of this. This is what we call HTML code. HTML code is like a different language that tells the internet browser what to do to make a website. All of that code is applied just to make that little bit of a web page. In web design, we learn how to do that code and how to make it interactive and fun. After you take web design, if you make an A or B in the class, you can take advanced web development. In advanced web development, we make websites for teachers or different community organizations. We also do a lot of help desk events, which is where we make different products for different people in the school. On my screen right now, I have a bullying video that we made for the middle school so that they could show everybody last year. Another thing that we do,
text messaging, emails, or the physical,
is we make different Photoshop flyers for people. On the screen right now, I have the Crime Stopper logo that you might recognize from seeing around town. This was designed by Brad DeVelvis as part of a contest for my class when they really formed the Crime Stopper group. Brad actually won $100 for this, and since then he's made other logos and stuff for Ray Burnham as well. Another class that I offer is Multimedia Publishing. In Multimedia Publishing, we get to do all the fun stuff. We get to film, make different videos, and we also learn how to edit Photoshop images. Most of you are really familiar with Wildcat News. This is kind of the precursor to Wildcat News. This is where you get to try out filming, see if you really like making segments, and if you do, then you can take advanced multimedia publishing the next year. In multimedia publishing, we learn how to do different Photoshop images, we learn how to kind of do an airbrush effect, and we also learn how to make flyers like you just saw with Brad DeVelvis' logo. We also make lots of different videos. One of the favorite projects is where students create their own song in a program called GarageBand, and then they make their own music video to it. So now I'm going to show you an example of one of my favorite music videos.
Hey Mr. Bartender, mix me a drink. I really need something to tell me it's okay not to think. I've been here before, I think I've run into you. I know the things that you do, 'cause this is deja vu. Whoa. This is deja vu. Whoa. This is deja, deja, deja. I broke free, cast away, won't find me. And now you're never gonna break me down, gonna break me down.
I can't believe you would say something like that.
I can't believe you lied to me.
Why? Don't touch me.
I see no vitals on your EKG.
Elle est arrivée! Allez-y! Allez-y!
Because we need more 303 blowing out your speakers, blowing out your I did it like this, I did it like that, and it always comes back around. I don't know how to break this pattern down. Everybody's singing like na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na. This is all I can take, so farewell, 'cause you're never gonna find me now, gonna find me now.
you've taken Multimedia Publishing, if you like the course, you think you would be good at Wildcat News, and you've made an A or B in Multimedia Publishing, you can take Advanced Multimedia Publishing, which is pretty much Wildcat News. In Wildcat News, you have to figure out what segments you want to do, and then you have about a week to get the segment together. It is totally individualized, and it's completely up to you to do the filming and make the segment. I offer very little help in that class. So if multimedia publishing is something you're interested in, or if you just like being in front of the camera, you might really want to consider taking multimedia publishing. But only take advanced if you know you can handle doing it all on your own. There's lots of different careers that you can actually use your skills in multimedia publishing and web design in. For instance, of course, if you're going to own your own business, you're going to need to design a website. You can save money by designing your own, which is one thing web design could come in handy for. You can also save money by coming up with your own logos or your own commercials, which is what multimedia publishing can do. Of course, if you're into any kind of broadcasting, whether behind the camera or in front of it, multimedia publishing would be great for you. And even if you just love art and photography, multimedia publishing would be good because you can brush up on your Photoshop skills. So if you're interested in any of those things, sign up to take the courses, and I'll see you next year.